Welcome to Raw Boxing TV. I apologize if you're not gonna have any videos tonight. Unfortunately, I'm having a little bit of a issue with the camera. Nevertheless, let's get into this fight, which to me was a very exciting fight. I was very entertained. I was very pleased with what I saw tonight. Mikey Garcia versus Jesse Vargas. Two very well experienced veteran, we should say. They've both been in there with some experienced fighters in some very good fights, wars, and they've been around for a while in the sport of boxing. Right off the bat, the first 4 rounds I gave to Vargas. I felt that Vargas came out pumping that jab, working up and down, throwing the 1-2. When Mikey would try to shoot the jab, Vargas would come with a left hook and move to the side. But as Mikey always does, he stays back. He stays very patient. He starts molding you with the 1-2. And as he does that, you start breaking down because he is very effective with the 1-2. I gave Vargas the first 4 rounds. I gave Vargas the 9th round. I gave Vargas the 11th round, which makes it a 6th round for Vargas. Now you could have it different, but that was just my unofficial score. Mikey Garcia, after the 4th round, got the timing down to a T, and he caught Vargas coming in really well. And once you get caught in the side of the head, if you've ever been inside of the ring, you know that once your equilibrium is gone, it takes a while to regain it. Some fighters don't even regain it. But in reality, props to Vargas. Why? Because other fighters would have been out of there already. But Vargas found a way to survive. Not only to survive, but to come back. Like I said, to win 2 more rounds in my book. That 9th round, he won it. The 11th round, he won it. The 12th round, I don't know. It's up for grabs. But I went ahead and just gave him 6 of the 12th round. Mikey Garcia obviously had the upper hand and very comfortable advantage with having that knockdown. I felt that the judge were a little bit unfair on the scorecard, but that's fine because I had Mikey up winning anyway. So we're not going to call this a robbery or anything like that. This fight, the clear winner was Mikey Garcia. Jesse Vargas, in my opinion, made a few defensive mistakes. One of those mistakes was the way he kept ducking down, up and down in a straight line to avoid the right hand. And when you do that constantly without offering a ducking down and a pivot, or ducking down and moving to the back, or moving in and grabbing your opponent, what's going to happen is if you just keep moving up and down to duck the right hand, eventually your fighter, your opponent, is going to time you, and he's going to grab you in that area and cause a lot of damage. And that's exactly what happened. Matter of fact, that kept happening throughout the night because he kept doing the exact same mistake. After all, it is the same thing that Deontay Wilder did to Tyson Fury in the first fight. Tyson Fury spent 11 rounds ducking that right hand like that. Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Very little pivot. Very little side-to-side movement when he would duck down. And Deontay Wilder was able to find that, land it, and y'all saw what happened. It's exactly the same thing that Mikey Garcia did tonight. I felt tonight that Mikey Garcia was very reserved with what he did. Very smart in his part. He was able to find the key to the door, and he was able to open the door. Once that right hand landed, it changed the outcome of the fight. What's next for Jesse Vargas? In my opinion, no promoter, no TV network or anything like that should be writing off Jesse Vargas, because what we saw tonight in Jesse Vargas was a very crafty fighter. Unfortunately, Jesse Vargas does not possess the power, or did not possess the power, to make Mikey Garcia respect him. Why do I say that? Because Jesse Vargas was very sharp with the shots, and he put in some work. But Mikey Garcia was just like, I'm not feeling it. Even though he was staggered there for a little bit, for a few seconds on one of the rounds, really and truly, that was nothing. he was able to regain control right back again and go right back to work. Both of these fighters deserve a good fight coming up, and I think Mikey Garcia will get eventually the Pacquiao fight. He actually deserves it after tonight's fight. Of course, fighting Pacquiao is another beast, which I'm just going to give you a heads up on what I think of that fight, but I'm going to leave it in case the fight gets made. Pacquiao's reflexes are not the same, and Mikey's 1-2s are great and timed perfectly. Against the southpaw, kaboosh. Use your imagination. I like to ask you to hit the thumbs up on this video, subscribe. Let me know what you thought of this fight. Again, I gave Vargas the first 4 rounds. Then I gave him the 9th, and I gave him the 11th. In my book, 6 rounds apiece, but Mikey had the upper hand because of the knockdown. Great fight for both of them, great fighters, and they should continue on. They still have a few years left in their arsenal. Till next time, subscribe. Raw Boxing TV. I'm out.